So what we got going on is we got a leak on our new grain pump.
What's your plan, Ricky? Say, let's come up with a better plan here.
This is the only plan. Well, good Monday morning. Not really almost morning anymore. It's just about 11 o'clock. So we've been getting the dryer up and running here this morning. A couple small issues. Some of the corn junk fell down into the pipe, blocked our downspout. So we had a little bit of a mess there. And we just been doing a few odds and ends. Some new belts on everything, that type of thing. But I'm changing out this static pressure gauge. The one that's here isn't very good anymore. So we're gonna get that switched out. Just put the new one in. There. Since we put new sleeves in the floor, they still have paint on them and everything, so I just, as soon as I started putting grain in the floor, I turned the sweeps on, and that way they'll just keep running, and it just goes up the middle and spreads it up on top, and kind of get everything shined up really good. I didn't fill it to our drying capacity. I only filled it maybe part way, somewhere in here. Anyway, then we'll dry that first layer, and then that way it'll kind of get going. Otherwise, if you fill it too full, it takes longer to get that first layer dry and then kind of get everything jump started.
Hey, Harry.
Just letting you know I do my own stunts.
Yeah. We figured we might as well put it on camera if he's gonna fall.
So what we got going on is we got a leak on our new grain pump. The guys that welded it in must have put a hole in her.
Oh, look at that. Got some spillage.
That's what happens when you don't know how to weld, Ricky. You burn a hole in your pipe.
It's raining wheat. Boy, if it would just do that at my place. It's a good thing the wheat is running good.
Yeah, we can afford to feed all the rats.
Yeah. Starting to wheeze. Feel the burn. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Both sides. Yeah.
How do you not see that when you're welding?
It's a hell of a hole. Go up there, you can really see it.
So we're here for the show. What's your plan, Ricky?
You ever watch that show Cliffhanger?
Because if you're dangling by the strap, there's nothing we can do. Who are we going to call?
Say, let's come up with a better plan here.
This is the only plan.
Yeah, well, we need a better one.
We just need to get up here.
You gotta be kidding me. You ain't gonna be able to catch him if you're holding your coffee cup though.
Feel like a lineman.
Oh boy. Yeah, now what? On the, there you go, right there. Turn it. Line it up with the pipe. There. Yeah, that'll work. A lot more daring than I am. I'd have just let it leak.
I was scared beforehand. You can't be afraid.
So what's leaking here then, Mark? What's that all about?
Oh, that was from that too. They didn't have that slid up all the way. So it's running down here and running over there.
Good Tuesday morning. We are getting an earlier start today. Yesterday we had a nice early start. We got a lot done. And it's good wheat thrashing weather. Don't you say?
Good wheat thrashing, good wheat.
Bo and Dane got the combines ready, got my cart greased. Bless their hearts.
Bless their little, you go tell them that.
Bless your little hearts for getting everything ready.
I got a big heart.
You got a big heart?
It's enlarged.
Well, you know, a heart is a muscle. And you know, when you work out, your muscles get bigger and
Is
better.
that why you got a little?
So the
big
harder
heart
you make
and a
your
little-
heart, it just boom, boom. It's just getting stronger and better.
Just a big, healthy heart.
Big heart.
You ready to go, Bo? You got your lunch packed?
Yeah.
What's for lunch today?
Liver.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Liver.
You got a microwave in your combine?
Liver and gizzards.
Just set it in the sun.
Do you really?
Yeah, I set it on the porch. Let her heat up.
And then you let it just get full of dust.
Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna get going here.
So I figured I got a couple minutes here. I was just gonna talk a little bit about why we start so early as far as moisture goes on the wheat. Obviously, weather is one of them. The big thing is that we've noticed on, especially on spring wheat or any wheat for that matter, is that if it gets close to ready or close to ripe, and you get a rain on it, you're gonna lose 2-3 pounds of test weight just like that overnight. One rain, when it's ripe, that's all it takes. So that's a big deal. That's another reason why we take it early. It's about 3 to 4 cents a bushel in propane costs if it's, you know, quite wet. Like now today, it's dried down to 13. So now we don't have to dry it. But, you know, that's why we got an extra 2 days of combining when we would have been just sitting. You know, waiting for it to get ripe if you have plenty of power, you know, but even if you got a bunch of combine power, that window after it's ripe might only be a few hours, maybe it's a day, I don't know. But we've always seemed to do better when we take it on the wetter side. We have the dryer. This time of year, it's so at 80 degrees out. If it is wet, like we're running 170 degrees, it's not burning a heck of a lot of propane. So your cost isn't that much, and your quality is much, much better. Another thing with this, the wheat that we raise, it's a west bred variety, so it is a little more susceptible to quality issues. So, which I mean by falling numbers and this and that, and if you guys raise wheat, you know what I'm talking about. But what falling numbers are is when it gets below a certain level, it means that the yeast or the baking properties or quality of that wheat isn't as good. If you've ever bought bread with, you know, big holes in it, that's because it has poorer falling numbers. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the whole thing about maybe taking wheat a little wetter. And we aren't in a very dry climate. We are in a wetter area, so we could get a inch rain tomorrow, I mean, and then your quality goes down tremendously that fast. But anyway, that's kind of why we do what we do.
What's happening, Bo?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Adjusting this dinosaur of a combine doesn't even have a hydraulic tilt on it.
Steve does.
Oh,
This
you've got.
one's manual.
Oh, that's why you're doing it by hand over there. So you have to do each side?
Yeah.
Why are we adjusting the faceplate?
Why are we adjusting the faceplate?
So tilt the cutter bar so it'll grab the stuff that's lodged.
Grab the wheat that's laying flat on the ground. So the old man's header is picking it up pretty good, but yours was skimming the top of it. Wasn't getting it all. Here's an example of what the header isn't picking up. This stuff that's laying flat here on the ground. This is where Bo went, so that's how we know that his header wasn't picking it up.
Oh, that's a son of a gun because it doesn't work up very good either.
Yeah.
I guess that's it for that. What?
I'm loaded.
Yeah, you're loaded.
Oh, you can give me two, you can do two.
I'm gonna unhook.
Oh. These are these legs for header height control and rigid mode. That way it knows, see they move like this here and there's a little sensor up in here. It knows how high it is and you can preset it in the cab. That way when we put it on the trailer, these don't get wrecked. Got to the other farm here and just gonna dive in and open up a spot for the trucks and trailers and everything else.
We just finished up a bigger field and we got moved over to this next big piece. We're gonna try to get as much off here before the dew starts coming down. We usually end up quitting at like 8 o'clock, so we've got about half hour left before the dew comes down. We are not able to travel very fast this year with the wheat crop since it was such a cold, wet year, which wheat loves, obviously. It's so thick that we are literally going 1.8 miles per hour. I think the max that we've hit for speed is 2.2, maybe 2.3, but otherwise it's pretty slow going, but we're chipping away at it, getting as much as we can done, obviously, and they're calling for rain tomorrow, so hopefully it misses us and we're able to continue on tomorrow also. What'd you do again?
Found some of your garbage out there.
What'd you find?
On the back of the truck.
Go look at it? Oh no, you're busy. We'll go look. Bo picked up some garbage in the field. Piece of steel. Don't know what this came from or what it was. But what did you do? You broke some sections?
Two of them, right in the center. The worst ones you can do.
Yeah, those are the worst ones. They're hard to get at.
Yeah.
Can I just take that guard off and we just get this in there?
Yeah, but then trying to pound it down.
Oh yeah, we got a pound on it, yeah.
So these are the absolute worst. Of course, it'd always be the worst ones.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, best spot. There.
Good.
Good.
Good thing we got that grizzly power.
Yeah. That last one is just a little stern. A little more stern.
Oh, now we got to put our skid plates on.
This one goes on this side?
Yep.
Just keep jiggling it, it'll fall in there.
Yeah, it does.
Get her? Tell them how to do it, that helps. See.
Yeah.
Give them instruction.
Here, okay, so first of all,
Get your hand, push.
get over there, you got it too far.
You're not doing it right.
You got it wrong. It's all wrong.
No, no, no.
Show me how.
Okay, you got to put, here, I'll show you how. Now it's stuck in there, so now we need a hammer. Oh, there we go. I think we got her. Gotta get her in there. There, see there, now we got her. Now we gotta get this plate under here. In between. There we
you're
go.
Way off.
Oh, I got it.
You're off. Oh, you're on.
Looky there. See, that's all you need is just the magic touch. You just gotta know what you're doing, okay? Make sure we're in the right direction. Good.
Well, my camera's in the truck out in the field. Stephanie brought a camera. She don't want to stick around. She just runs home. Must be nice. Anyway, okay, so we've had this dryer since 2013. I go through a fair amount of belts right here. Easier. What I found was, well, actually Leon, our bin guy that we bought this from, he said he found these belts. So they're a tri-rib single belt. Way better. I haven't put one on yet, but I guarantee it's going to work better than these singles. So let's rip this thing off and then we'll put the new one on. I don't know what time it is. 9:20. All right. Anyway, yeah. What's the saying? How does that go? Why work for someone else 8 hours a day when you can work for yourself 24/7? Oh, yeah. Truth to that. Bo and Dane got everything buttoned up and they're heading home. Really appreciate them guys. They do a good job. All right. We'll save these for spares, I guess. I do have the machine shut off. So, see, look at that. Them have about 48 hours on them. Junk. It's like every couple days I had to put new belts on. Last fall was a nightmare. All right. I'm gonna turn her on and then I'll have to align it. Okay, turn that to auto, 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 on. So I had to shut her down so everything's starting all over again. What it's doing here, it keeps track of all my moisture. How do you like my handy dandy hitch cam? This control unit isn't set up for your phone, so I can Wi-Fi that into my phone and then I can see what's going on. Show you. There it is. It works. All right, let that run for a bit. Let's go check a couple lids. Just in case we get some rain, I'm gonna shut this lid. We're running about 165 degrees. Not super hot, about right. I'm gonna test the system again, make sure it's working fine before I leave. And then here's our burners. Got the evaporator set right. Cross our fingers, we shouldn't have any problems tonight. Morning, on the way to the farm. It's 8 o'clock and it's raining. Hasn't added up to much yet. Not really sure what we're gonna get out of it. Could be a little or we could get an inch. An inch wouldn't hurt since we're already wet. We didn't quite finish the field we started yesterday. There's probably an hour left. Here, this is the field that we did. So there's just a little bit left on this end that we couldn't get before dark. with the little bit of rain on it, it's going to drop the test weight on that stuff because it was close to dry or just about dry. So, but anyway, we're just about to the farm here and got to check the dryer quick. The wet bin was just about empty, so we might turn the sweep on the wet bin and let that do its thing. We'll shut the wet bin fans off here. She's calling for grain and she's already out. It's some wetter wheat along the walls there, so I want to get that put through the dryer. Okay, wet out here.